Hi, this is Drew Kuhlmann with Turnkey Realty. Anyways, the reason I made this video is just to, hopefully we can meet face to face, but if we don't, this is going to be the best way I can explain what I want to go over, and that's regarding the flexible listing. I've created a website or domain, theflexiblelisting.com. Feel free to go there. You can learn more details about this. What I'm trying to do is just make my commission, make my terms. Basically, I want it to be flexible enough where it achieves our goals. So when we meet, we need to talk about what our goals are. But there are situations where maybe we can put a little bit more money in your pocket because we can. And instead of just being, strict and firm of saying, I get this no matter what the circumstance, it's a situation of saying, listen, let's achieve your goals, and then we'll deal with the commissions. Okay. But of course we have to establish that when we first get it listed. I'm going to go over 3 documents. What I'd recommend is go to the flexible listing. You probably can't see this. Theflexiblelisting.com and print out these documents. The first one is going to talk about what the flexible listing is, and it's focused heavily on the commissions. That's always one of the first questions sellers ask me is, well, what do you charge? So, that's always a tough one for me because I truly believe I can't tell you what I'm going to charge until I know your circumstances. I know more about your house. I know how easy it is going to be getting the results that you're looking for, netting the amount you need. There's just a lot that goes into it. I try to customize all my game plans so that we're both happy at the end of the day. So in order to do that, I need to know more about you. But there's different ways to handle commissions in real estate. I work with a smaller company that just says, Drew, we trust you. You're great at what you do. Go for it, so therefore I can create these unique offers for my clients because it's not like a huge company where they have 100 agents in an office, and in order to mitigate risk, ooh, that was a tough word. Anyways, to mitigate risk, they have to make certain all their agents follow the same protocols. It's kind of like a McDonald's versus a locally run diner. Doesn't mean that locally run diner is not going to make better hamburgers. They have more flexibility to, modify the recipe a bit, make certain that the clients that come in know what they're getting, and maybe have some different options instead of just a Big Mac, which is the exact same in every city, every country, every state. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So anyways, go to theflexiblelisting.com and print out these documents. On it, I have the flexible-listing.com commissions breakdown. Then, this one I'm not certain if I have uploaded there, but I'll give it to you when we meet. This is a checklist of everything I do. I'm very system-oriented. I believe that if I'm going to tell you I'm going to get your home sold, I need to have a plan to get it done. So, I have all these steps of everything I need to do, a successful system. And I did this so that, hey, you know what I'm doing. So many people don't think their real estate agent's doing anything because their real estate agent isn't communicating. So when I check these, I can send it back to you so you can see exactly what's been done. Also, if it's not checked, you can say, hey, Drew, why didn't you create a video, put it on YouTube, post it on Trulia, Zillow, Facebook, all those different items. And I'd be like, oh, how did you know I didn't do it? Well, it wasn't checked. So, that's why I just check everything. It basically allows me to be organized. When I have 30 different things happening in a day, I can just come back to this sheet of paper when I handled the fires and say, that's where I left off, let me continue forward. So again, it's a way just to provide the best service possible and make certain we get this house listed and marketed the best way possible. Now this document, I'm going to use different terms for this one most likely. I call it the Performance and Cancellation Guarantee. It may also be called the Easy Exit Agreement. What this document is very simple. It's a tool that I'm offering you to hold me accountable. Before I got into real estate, I was a computer programmer, so you can probably see that in all the detail and and all the structure I put into this. And I think that's a huge strength of mine. But anyways, before I was in real estate, I had some agents that truly let me down. I 100% believe their interest was well put above my own. And I just felt at the end of the day that I paid a large fee and I really didn't get the service. And I don't know if they were responsible for my house selling or not. And, one of the houses I got, kind of hurt on because I didn't get very good guidance. And, looking back, if I was the agent for myself, there would have been a lot more requested, a lot more received, or maybe even a different house purchased. And I'm a very smart guy, but when you rely on a professional to get the job done, you got to know that professional has your best interest at heart. So again, the performance and cancellation guarantee. It's really designed to never be used, but it's kind of like a handshake agreement then of saying, I'm going to give you the best service. I'm going to give you the best guidance I possibly can. If at any point you lose trust in it and we communicate and you do not regain that trust, you have the right to get out. If I talk to you and tell you what needs to be done to get your home sold, and you just say, oh, that's nice, but I'm not going to do it. If I bring you an offer and it's market value and you're like, yeah, that's nice, but I'm not going to agree to it, well then, I'm just wasting my marketing money, my time. Either I haven't set the right expectations for you, or I have and you just don't want to follow them. And you know what? In reality, that's okay, but we shouldn't be working together. We need just to cut our ties. And in that case, I would say, Mr. Seller, I really hope you get the results you're looking for, but unfortunately, I've done everything I can. And, I just think your expectations can't be met. So I'm going to need to be released from this agreement. And, I can recommend another agent for you, or maybe you just take it off the market and wait till, the timing's right in order for you to sell. Okay, so again, that's the performance and cancellation guarantee. And again, pretty much in real estate and in life, everything can be pretty much figured out through communication. So we just want to keep communicating so that we really know, what's taking place and making certain everybody's satisfied. Okay, now we're getting to the part that everyone wants to know about, the commissions. Well, Drew, what do you charge? Well, again, I try to be flexible in my approach. I want to make you happy. I want to be happy. I want you to be so happy you tell your friends, your family, your coworkers. I want to get phone calls ringing and said, hey, so-and-so told me to give you a call. I'm looking to sell my house, and I hear you're unbelievable. So let's go ahead and get this paperwork started so I can move to my next home. Okay, so commissions. The first one I have here is 1.5% total commission. That's not the listing side, that's total. How in the world can I do that? Well, it's not done as often as a lot of people would like, obviously. But let's say you know someone who's looking to buy your home. You haven't gotten it on the market yet, but maybe you have a family, friends, maybe someone in your neighborhood has family and they want to buy your home. Well, also if you're a for sale by owner, you're marketing and someone's interested, but you don't know how to get the transaction from A to Z. You call me, I can go ahead and handle that transaction. I can, go from the beginning where all the details are laid out, we get the offer, we negotiate, get a contract, and get it to closing. And that's only 1.5% commission if no one else is involved and you brought me that client. Okay. Second situation, 4% commission. How do we do 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. The way we do 4 is, again, I need to be the only agent involved in the transaction. So let's say I'm already working with a buyer and I'm about to list your house. I may tell this buyer, hey, I really think this house will work for you. Well, what that 4% represents is I would normally get the 3% from the buyer side. So I'm essentially getting my 3% from the buyer side, the 1% from your side, and I'm going to become a referee in the transaction, be fair and neutral. That's one way we can be in that situation. The second way is I have your house listed, and through my marketing, someone calls me, and I said, are you working with a real estate agent? And they say, well, no, I'm not, and I really don't want to. I said, okay, I'll show you the home. So they come on out, they look at the home, they love the home. So I go ahead and handle the transaction A to Z, but I represent you only. I'm your coach, not their coach. So in that case, I would get the 4% because there's not another agent helping with the workload. So, and to be honest, that creates a little bit more liability. But at the end of the day, if I just stay with my client, it is the one who gets all my services, but I'm fair and neutral, meaning that I don't do anything unethical or lie, then I can hit a 4% commission. So, and again, the benefit to you is that's 2% back in your pocket. Now, sometimes what I recommend is, you know what? If you get 2% back in your pocket, if negotiations are tough, you can even give 1% more away in the negotiating process because they may not end up going through and requesting as many repairs, or, you know, if we get repairs needed, it'll be off of my contractor list, so therefore the prices may be cheaper. There's different ways, but we'll probably be able to save you money, quite a bit of money, when we hit that 4% situation. Now the last one, and this is, you know, what you typically always hear is, and again, commission is not standard. You know, it's flexible. We can agree to whatever we agree to. But 6% is not uncommon to hear. 7% is not uncommon to hear. And the way that works is the buyer's agent gets 3%. So let's say the buyer is with Realty ABC, and I'm your listing agent. I'm with Turnkey Realty. Turnkey Realty would get 3%, and whatever that was, Realty ABC, they would get 3%. Now, that brokerage would then have a set split on what they pay their realtors from that percentage. So, you know, some companies offer a 50-50 split, some do a higher split. But anyways, that commission goes first to their brokerages and then funnels down to the agent. But anyways, it'd be 6%. 3% the buyer side, 3% the seller side. Okay, and then during this, again, we have that easy exit agreement or the performance cancellation guarantee. I'm going to want to go over this document with you. And the most important thing is I need to look and see what's going on in the market, specifically in your neighborhood. And I want to tell you exactly where we need to be listed, what needs to be done to get the property sold. Excuse me. But where I'm going is I want to provide you a very strong estimate of the money you will receive at time of closing. Because, you know, if it doesn't make sense, if you are unable to purchase your next home based on the proceeds you get out of the transaction, you need to know that up front. I know, unfortunately, it seems like a lot of agents don't like going through that financial breakdown because it's, you know, typically a little bit less than what the seller is expecting in their head. But that's why I'm here to lay out all the different costs that, you know, is going to be applicable that they need to know about, because these costs are going to be out there no matter who they use. It's just some people may not be as willing to share them up front because, you know what, that's not fun news to share, you know. We all love fun, but at the end of the day, this is a business transaction. This is a large financial transaction that truly impacts you and your family. I take responsibility on that. I'm going to give you the best advice, and the best advice to me is the most direct and most accurate advice. So anyways, I hope that helps. Go to theflexiblelisting.com. Give me a call if you want to know anything about my marketing strategy. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you probably got to my website or somehow found me online. So I hope that tells you that I'm pretty good at this, you know, internet marketing thing and, you know, just meeting new people online. So you can go to my website. You can get there through theflexiblelisting.com or Columbia SC, the symbol dash houses.com, or 803-807-1827. And on there, there's also a PDF that says like how we sell homes. So that's going to tell you, you know, the best way to price them, how to stage them, what's involved. You know, it's a great document. I've made it to help you understand the process. So by all means, download it, print it and read it, or just read it online. But anyways, call me if you have any questions. I hope this helped. and I look forward to talking with you. Again, my name is Drew Kuhlmann, Turnkey Realty, 803-807-1827. Thanks.